Allen Sports.
Flag on the play if you're not subscribed to Von Allen Sports. But once you are, we'll make it up to your team in the fourth quarter. You're watching Von Allen Sports, real and honest NFL analysis. Subscribe now and join the empire. Von Allen Sports, let's go.
Von Allen Sports.
All right.
Hey guys.
Let's
Hello.
go. All right. So, how you guys doing? Let's see here. So, yeah, we got everybody back. That's good. Milena, let me try to fix your green screen real quick. Just want to touch it up a bit. Because when you smiled, it tried to put the background on your face. Okay. Smile. Perfect. Wait, got it.
I guess when I move, maybe it does things.
Yeah. Okay. So. There might be a little delay between my mouth and the vocals. Apologies for that, guys. That's the only way we could get Milena on. Apparently, the software makers, Ecamm, they're having a problem, apparently. This did this when I had Chiseled Adonis on, remember a week ago? I thought they fixed it with a software update. They did not fix it. So now that I'm using that interview mechanism, it's causing a slight delay between my mouth and the vocals. And I apologize. But I can re-upload this after it's done and I can correct that. So just for tonight, it'll be like that. But we had to get Milena on here because it's the 100th episode. Biatches. All right.
Let's go. I
Let's
can't
go.
believe it's been 100 episodes. Really? Amazing. Time flies.
All right. So some of you guys might have been in the intro, those thumbnails. Some of you guys might have been in that. So.
Yep.
It's crazy. Let me just check in real quick. Let's see who's here. John Thomas Chavez, Elf of Courage. Your super chats were saved. They're in the system. They go towards your yearly count. Yeah. Austin Thomas, James Johnson, Michael Swearingen, Elf of Courage. Of course, Jalen's here. Still has that name I can't pronounce. SMDH something. Austin Thomas, Rye Davis, what's up? Nightly Sinister, what's up, Kevin?
Hey, Kevin.
Adi Basorno, member for 23 months, sends a member's super chat. He goes, "Are you winning, son?" Thank you, Mike Miller. I appreciate it. Elf of Courage sends a $1 super sticker. By the way, Elf of Courage sent 2 super chats before the show even started. I thank you so much, Elf of Courage. Okay, so to get started, so basically at the 100th episode, we've got a awesome thing that me and Milena created, right? So it's a tournament. I think so. It's a tournament based on quarterbacks. What else, right? That's what we love here. That's what we do. We all know that if we were football players, we'd all be quarterbacks, right? So, or at least I would. I mean, that's what I would prefer. But
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so we got a tournament that is you're going to be involved in. It's for members only, and the reason it has to be this way is because YouTube rules say that. It can be a member's benefit, but it cannot be something that you just enter into, blah, 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 blah. So to be a member, you just join, click on the link in the chat at the very top. I've connected it, I've pinned it to the very top. Become a member as little as $1.99. I believe right now they are offering 50% off. YouTube's offering 50% off on memberships of level 1 and level 2 tiers. So you can join for 99 cents, and you can join level 2 for $2.50 instead of $5. So that's pretty cool. Take advantage of that. I hope it's still there. But yeah, so we're gonna explain how this tournament works. Dude, I'm so excited about this. When me and Milena were working on this, we just looked at each other like, this is gonna be so fun running this tournament. And I told her, I said, I just wish I could be in it. You know, like
I know, right?
Right? We wish we
I
could
can
be part
in
of it.
I'm a member.
Nope, you can't be in it. So.
Well, I can, if I win, I can, I don't know, give my prize to someone else.
I guess you could, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
But that wouldn't be right. It'd be fun to play. Like I would love to play in this too, but I can't. So.
The Gourd King.
Yeah, sweetie, I apologize. When you smile, the green screen thinks
I see that.
your tongue and it makes it look like you have no teeth.
I know, it's weird. There's something weird about it. I'm not gonna smile. I'll be just like.
I hate this software.
Yeah.
I complain too much and they stopped sponsoring me. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you're not the only one who has issues with it. I was watching Kurt Warner's show and yeah, he had issues too.
Okay, so let's see here.
Yeah, I'm gonna rig the game, guys. That's what I'm thinking of. I want to win.
Yeah, I mean we're in LA, right? So
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna better stop smiling.
Okay, well don't worry about it. Nobody thinks you're missing your teeth, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so let's see. The Gourd King sends a members super chat. It's celebrating 20 months. He says Brady's the GOAT. Allies win 18-17. Brady wins first VAS MVP. VAS Mr. Tennis Balls. It's been a ride for sure, and I just want to go back to what he's talking about. So Brady, of course, solidified that he's the GOAT. He's going through events that's happened during the Von Allen sports history. At the Allies win 18-17. This was a night where I had a trivia game, and Dennis Dennerling, and the Gourd King there, and I can't remember who else it was. I think it was Addie, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I got cheated because I got up on all these points, and then I think it was the red coat who did it. The red coat was the judge, and he jumped them up, gave them a bunch of points, and they won. So apparently they think that they won, and they called me the Axis. Yeah, I got screwed over. See, nothing's changed. The British are still screwing over America. See, yeah. Nothing's changed. That's just how it works. So, yeah, there's a lot been going on there. So, can you believe we've done 100 of these?
No.
John Thomas Chavez sends he's a 23-month member. Next month, he will get the 24 badge. One of the first people to get that 24 badge. I don't know exactly who's going to get it first, but he's definitely going to get his next month.
Wow.
So he says, congrats on 100, Aaron. This is an awesome channel and a great community you put together. Keep up the great content. Join the Empire. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. All right. So what we're going to do tonight is, let me get this real quick. $5 super chat from Israel. He says, let's go. Episode 100. That's insane looking back. You have by far the best NFL related content I've ever seen, and you've built a great community. Thank you so much, Israel. And I absolutely agree. You guys are the best. This group we have, like, we never knew each other. None of us knew each other. And now we're here all the time together talking football. I've met so many friends. Some of my people I call my closest friends I've met through here, and that's a testament to what we've created, and I know I'm not trying to talk junk about other YouTubers. That's not what this means. It just, most of them don't communicate with their fan base. They don't interact. They kind of just, they don't react to comments. They don't, and I understand that's their way of doing things. You don't have to do that. But I'm just saying, though, that I've tried to make this a community to where we're a group, I even respond to comments that are taking shots at me. More times than not, people respond decently after that. If you, so it's okay. There's some crazies out there, though.
True. Yeah.
Okay, Ozymandias, I'm gonna have to put this up here. Ozymandias says Von Allen Sports and Preparation H both have something in common. They owing success to butthurt. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. So the H in Preparation H is the same H in Mahomes, by the way. I just thought you should know. So, all right. Now, if you saw what Gord King said earlier about a linebacker named Queef Jackson, that is because if you guys can go back and watch this. It was uploaded 2 years ago, but there was a Patriots draft that we were covering. You remember this, Milena? And I was pissed off because Belichick had drafted a bunch of players that nobody ever heard of and a bunch of positions that we didn't need. And so I got on. I didn't tell Milena that this was happening. She had the Patriots draft list in front of her, and I started reading off all of these fake names.
Yeah.
And I did it with a straight face the whole time. And Milena keeps looking at me. She's like,
one of them was like a donkey something, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
something donkey, blah blah, and everyone's like,
But the Gord King thinks that we should draft this new guy, so I'm liking that. All right, so this may be the 100th episode, but it's still a VAS live episode, meaning we're going to go over the games this tomorrow, and we're going to cover last week's games because we didn't have a reaction show. So there's a lot to cover tonight. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're in for a treat. We're going to go over the tournament. Then, we just got so much to talk about here. So I'm excited. So where should we begin? Should we talk about the tournament first, or should we kind of talk about last Sunday's games, and then we'll do it in the middle? I think that'd be a good way to do it, right? So.
Yeah, and I think throughout we should mention about the tournament and, once you explain the rules for people who, join to kind of understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so real quick, I'll just tell you, but later on the show, I'll show you the brackets and show you how it's going to work and everything. But for this tournament, you need to be a member. So that's the only way we're allowed to do this, through YouTube rules, but without any problems, actually. But we want to give you guys a brand new Xbox Series S, okay? And the reason we want to do that is because you guys have been so awesome, and we wanted to find a way to treat you guys, but we wanted to make it fun and competitive, because here we don't give out participation trophies, okay? Participation trophies are for pansy asses. So here, what we do is we compete. We compete with everything. You guys compete in the super chat contest. You compete all the time just debating, and now we're going to compete here. Okay? It's not that hard to play. It's better than just drawing a name out of a hat or something like that, and it's like, oh, it's rigged, or and if someone went, God forbid, I pulled a name out of a hat that was someone really close to me, I would never hear the end of it. So we want a tournament that is fair, unlike the presidential election. But anyway, look at that, Kevin Stratton, Nightly Sinister. One of my best friends, all the way back from kindergarten, sends a $2 super chat. Says 100th episode in. Here's to 100 more. What do you think, Melanie? You think we got 100 more in us?
For sure. If Tom Brady continues playing, we got,
Oh, we have 1,000 left in us.
1,000
All right.
left.
So the tournament works like this. It's very easy. It's nothing like fantasy football. It's very simple. So all you have to do is to get an entry is to be a member. Okay. So if you're a level 1 member, you get 1 entry into the tournament. If you're a level 2, you get 2. If you're level 3, you get 3. But you start, and then you get 1 guaranteed bye, meaning you get a bye in the first round, just like our NFL playoffs work, right? If you're level 4, you get 4 entries. 2 of those are guaranteed bye. And if you're level 5, you get 5 with 3 guaranteed buys. Now, it doesn't mean that some of you guys on level 1 and level 2 won't get a bye. You might. It's just not guaranteed to you. How the buys are determined for level 1 and level 2 basically will be based on how many entries we've got based on the tournament limits. So we may have to give level 1, level 2 some bye weeks depending on how many we have, so we have enough opponents. Okay? So, all right. Once that's in, and by the way, a big part of this idea, I want to thank Bitcoin Motorist. He kind of plugged this idea into my head when he asked me to join his survivor pool. It's kind of like a survival pool, kind of, but that's what kind of like threw me the idea. But how it works basically is that you're going to be assigned a quarterback each week. All right, that quarterback has to defeat your opponent's quarterback. So let's say Bitcoin Motorist's quarterback is Tom Brady, and Dave Wilhauer's quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Now it will be predetermined through a dice roll what statistic we're looking for. It's either 1, 2, 3, or 4, and those 1, 2, 3, and 4 has a certain statistic. Let's say they roll a 1, and it's yards, most yards. So whoever throws for the most yards that Sunday, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, is the winner. Okay? And we'll go over contingencies if there's a tie and stuff like that later. And I'll explain these rules. Okay? So I know I'm going through this real quick. It's just to give you an idea of how this works. Okay? You'll be assigned a quarterback based on a dice roll. The dice number will be a 12-sided die, 1 through 12, and whatever number you get is the number quarterback you get. The number is based on the Von Allen Sports quarterback list of who is the best quarterback that week. So up until that week of the season, just like our normal quarterback list, 1 through 12. So the worst you can get is the 12th best quarterback in the league right now. But as we know, that's not a bad thing because we know matchups and certain teams are playing that week. After week 2, you guys start to get to pick your own quarterbacks, but you have to make it to the 3rd round. Until you make it to the 3rd round, the dice will select your quarterbacks. So there's some luck involved in the first 2 weeks, but in the 3rd week, skill becomes apparent. Okay? That's why make sure you get more entries. Okay? And then we'll go over all the rules here in a second and in a few minutes, and I'll show you the tournament bracket, and it will all make sense, I promise. But it's going to be so much fun how we're going to do this. You're going to love it, I promise. If you're already a member, you are already in the tournament automatically. Even if you're not watching tonight and you don't even know about it, you're being entered. So that's just how it works if you're already a member. But if you're already a member and you want more entries, just go up a tier level is all you got to do. So we got James Johnson, $2 super chat. He says, screw it, make it 101 more live shows. Okay.
Yes.
Now somebody's got to send another super chat that says, screw it, make it 102 more live shows. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just keep doing that all night long. There is Elbow of Courage. There is a D&D element to it. So, yeah, with the dice, I guess. Yeah. So, I am using my Dungeons and Dragons dice that I had when I was a kid. I still have those, by the way. So, all right. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is Bruce Arians.
Elf of Courage. Read the comment.
You guys are awesome. Open Courage since the $2 super chat says, screw it, make it another 102 live shows. Eddie Visorno sends a $2 super chat. He says, dibs on Rogue. A lot of news happened. See, it's the 1 week we couldn't do the show is the 1 week that everything goes haywire. I swear, it's just it's ridiculous.
Check out Dave's comment.
Okay, just a second.
Yes.
Dave Wilhauer, let's see. Dave Wilhauer sends a $5 super chat and says, Bruce Arians is back on my shit list. Yeah, you're about to hear why. Exactly. Thank you, Dave.
Yes.
All right. Oh, no. Nightly Sinister says, $2 super chat says, yeah, I raised you to 103 episodes.
I think
James Johnson sent a $2 super chat and says, Renegade for Life, 103 more live shows. They got there at the same time. Eddie Visorno sends a $2 super chat and says, how about 104, bitches? How about 104, Milena?
You added the B word.
I added that, yeah. I felt like Addie would say that, though. You know?
Yeah.
So.
You just want to be polite, but.
Okay. So I'm going to read what Bruce Arians said this week. Milena, I'm sorry, I'm covering your face just for a second, all right?
Oh, it's fine.
Because I have to make it large enough for everybody to see it. He goes, if you ask Arians, Brady deserves a bigger slice of the blame pie. He says, and this is talking about the struggles that the Bucs have had lately and how angry we've been about this. I don't think the criticism was fair to Byron. Oh, really? Nobody's going to say that Brady was playing bad, but he was playing bad. Really? We also had growing pains on a young offensive front, and we weren't running well. Isn't that growing pains? Isn't that part of coaching? Isn't that the coordinator's job? There comes a time as a play caller when you're losing yards running the ball and you say, forget this, I'm putting the ball in Tom's hands. Bruce Arians, you stupid fat bastard. Screw you. I don't want you back. You're a fat, stupid ass dick. And here's why I'm going to say that, okay? It has nothing to do with him criticizing Tom Brady. Whatever, okay? It's why, it's what he was saying and what his criticism was. Elfin Courage since the $2 super chat and says 105 for the win. Gord King sends a $5 super chat. He says, you know which live show is my favorite? The next one. Quote yes. Tom Brady.
And then I say, make it 106 episodes.
Here's the problem with what he said. Okay? First of all, he admitted it. And he said, we're having some growing pains on the offensive line. Well, that's coaching. Okay? So then he said, the play calling has been weird because we can't run the ball. Uh-oh, coaching. Now, whoever is involved in the offensive line coach, if you want to blame them, fine. But this isn't Brady's fault. So you want to talk about Brady has played bad? Really? Was it when he threw perfect fucking passes to his guys who dropped it like, I can't catch. Really? So you criticize Tom in order to take and deflect blame off of Byron Leftwich, which is, we all know the truth, okay? He made Byron is his guy, and he's trying to protect him and try to get him a job next year, whatever it is. Byron Leftwich is a shitty offensive coordinator. Absolutely shitty, okay? And if he wanted to go after Tom, all he had to say was, Tom has been struggling mentally. He's been temperamental. He's not been focused. There's some things where he seems like out of sync sometimes, where he's, not focused in some way. Okay, that's true. That's all true. Yes, he has been temperamental. Yes, he's had lapses in judgment this year, right? I mean, we've seen it.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable criticism. But to say that he's playing like shit, basically, no. I'm sorry. But if his guys, if Byron Leftwich's guys, remember, he's offensive coordinator, if he could coach them in order to catch a fucking ball, what would Tom's stats look like now? And what would their record be if they could catch? See, the record would be a bit different too. So again, you're misdirecting the blame here. You talk about Tom, but then you go on to describe all the things that is the responsibility for the offensive coordinator and the head coach. How does that make any sense? So I don't have a problem with him criticizing Tom. That's okay. Everybody can do that. We do it. Yeah. I've done it. It's about trying to criticize Tom in order to deflect off of how shitty Byron Leftwich is as offensive coordinator. All right? So that's another part of the team, problem of the team. Here's the biggest part of the Buccaneers' problems. They were unmotivated, and they were not passionate at all. Okay? That's it. That's the truth. That's the real deal right there. Okay? That was their whole problem. Now, Tom was going through a divorce. We all get that. We all get it. We all understand. But it still affected his play on the field. And what we're not talking about divorce here. This isn't The View, okay? We're talking about on-field play. And on-field play, the divorce was affecting his on-field play, and that's what we judge, right? However, since it's been done, since he's been finished with that, and it's all been worked out, he's been playing great. Somehow.
Doing better.
Better, yeah. The team has been better, too.
Mm-hmm.
They still do some dumb shit. A lot of dumb stuff, actually. That Rams game should have been won by a bigger margin. The Seahawks game on Sunday in Germany, that was a good game. They put together a good game there. But even even then there were some really dumb head scratching moments. So, but things are improving. Things are improving, and you can tell that Tom is in a better headspace. So. Milena, you sent something. Oh, you put 106, didn't you?
Yeah.
Milena is celebrating 24 months of membership. Thank you, Milena. You've been around for 24 months. That's very nice. Although you don't count as the first person to get the 24 badge. Just let you know.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Because it's unfair, right? Like you joined the day that we got it. So you technically got 24, but yeah, not really. Because that would mean I've got 24 too. So she says 106. Uh-oh.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Nightly Sinister asked me, what do you think about NFL going global? Smart business move? It's okay. It's okay as long as it's slow. And it seems like they're taking it kind of slow. You don't want to do it too fast. You don't want to oversaturate. You want to make those NFL games a big deal. The way the Germans responded to that game on Sunday, incredible fans, by the way. I want to say that. Incredible.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Did you see them singing? Like John Denver? It was just, they were happy to be there. They were just loving every second.
Yeah, and Dennis posted some videos. You know, I remember Dennis Dennerlink. I don't know if you're here, but I saw some of these videos where everybody was singing. That was amazing.
Yeah, I don't think either of our Germans are here right now. I don't think Dennis or Nightwalker is here.
Deutschland! What's going on? Where are
Deutschland.
You guys? Are you asleep?
Deutschland.
How can
Where
you
are
sleep?
you? Where are you, Nightwalker? Dennis Dinnerling. You come on the show. You will be happy. That is an order.
That is an order. You must be on the show.
Get on the train. All right.
Get on the train on that VAS train show. Practicing.
Elvin Courage sends a $2 super chat. He says, Bucks offensive coordinator should be Rita Rea. So we're just going to dress up Rita Rea, or is that his sister? So. Nine of the Germans are present. Nine.
Yeah, 9 are present.
Yeah, I love this super chat from Elf of Courage because a lot of you guys, just to tell you, Rita is a call that Tom calls out. It's from the old Patriots days. So
yeah.
The thing is, there's always something to improve. Okay, even Tom will tell you that. There's always something to work on.
He also always says that.
But I've told you guys this: coaching is important. All right, coaching is important. And what I've found, and what I don't understand, is that so many people, so many NFL fans, when it comes to the quarterback, they're afraid to talk about where the quarterback is and what team he plays for and the coaching. They're afraid, like it's some kind of taboo. All right. So Patriots fans, the ones that were more Tom Brady fans than they were Patriots fans, which that's fine, right? They were always afraid to compliment Bill Belichick. Not all, but some of them were afraid to compliment Bill Belichick, thinking that it would undermine Tom, right?
Right.
So that's not the case. The number one most important thing in a franchise is the quarterback. He is the one that has to execute every play. So you can be the most brilliant head coach, most brilliant offensive coordinator, whatever you want. But if you don't have that quarterback taking care of the ball, making sure everybody's in the right spot, understanding where everyone should be. That is the most important thing. If you don't have that, you don't have anything. I don't care how
Yeah,
brilliant you are.
because he's the captain too, you know.
Exactly.
Kind of like
There's only one head coach who's been able to win multiple championships, three, without a really good, well-known quarterback, which was, am I allowed to say it anymore? Am I allowed to say the Redskins? Joe
I
Gibbs.
don't know. You might
Okay.
get canceled.
So Joe Gibbs was able to do it, but it's a very rare thing. Okay. He is a rarity. And that probably won't ever happen again, by the way, with the way the NFL is today, where it's so quarterback driven and quarterback important. So, but going back to what I was saying about head coach is that the second most important thing to a team is the head coach, the coaching. That is the second most important thing. And they're close. Okay. They are close. But here's the thing. A great quarterback can win with a shitty coach. I don't know if they can win Super Bowls. Only Tom Brady apparently can do that because Bruce Arians is a shitty coach. But if you're not Tom Brady, you're gonna have problems consistently winning. But you can get a win here and there out of a great quarterback with a shitty head coach. But a good head coach cannot get a bunch of wins with a shitty quarterback. Okay. Now, again, I know that there have been times throughout history that this has happened, but that is an exception. We're talking about the rule, okay? The rule if you want to win a long time. And we're talking about dynastic possibilities here, not just a one-off, all right? So, especially in today's NFL, it doesn't work. I don't understand why Kansas City Chiefs fans get so butthurt when I mention Andy Reid. Okay? If you take Andy Reid off, by the way, Andy Reid is one of the most brilliant offensive minds that the NFL has ever seen, ever. Okay? And you take him out and put in some regular run-of-the-mill shitty coach. Just a middle coach, meddling coach, middling coach. You're not going to get the Chiefs that you see now, okay? But at the same time, if you take away Mahomes, you go back to the Chiefs when they had Alex Smith, which they were decent. They would get to the playoffs. They would, have some good games during the regular season. They were a pretty good team, but they were never going to win a Super Bowl. It just wasn't going to happen. Mahomes made the difference, okay? It's a combined thing. It is not an insult to Mahomes to say that Andy Reid is a brilliant coach,
right.
Okay? And yeah, exactly. Andy Reid took Donovan McNabb, made him a Pro Bowler. How many times? He took Michael Vick had his best year of his career under Andy Reid. He's turned quarterbacks from no names into people that we're like, whoa, okay. Alex Smith's career was already kind of getting better towards the end of his San Francisco time, but I think Alex was even better playing for Andy Reid, and now you've got Patrick Mahomes there. Don't forget, Andy Reid was also on the Packers staff during Brett Favre's 3 MVP days in the mid-late 90s. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not an insult to Patrick to say that Andy Reid is that good. Okay?
It's how it works.
It's how it works, yeah. I don't get it. And it's just bizarre to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we missed a membership super chat from James.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm sure James understands. He knows I was in the zone just now. Okay, James Johnson's celebrating 19 months of membership. By the way, James Johnson is a console, so he outranks all of you guys, except for Redcoat, who is also a console. Although, where the hell is Redcoat?
Huh. Those Europeans.
Those Europeans, man. They're supposed to be up at 5 a.m. to watch the show. How dare they? How dare they?
How dare
you know what
you
I need
sleep?
to do? You know, Amelia, I got an idea. Once a week, what we need to do is once a week, we need to do like a 30-minute show, hour show in the middle of the night, like at 2 a.m. or something.
So they can
call it late night with Aaron
we
and
used
Milena.
to do that, didn't we? Somehow, depending on what continent we're on.
Yeah, and it's for all the Euro people and
the Euro
Americans who don't sleep like me. Okay.
Yeah, we should do that.
James Johnson, 100th VAS Live show. Let's go. Screw it. We go balls deep on Balls Allen Sports. 200 more live shows. What journey this has been for the Empire.
Let's
Milena,
go.
You have to say Von Allen Sports.
Von Allen Sports. Or should I say as a question mark? Von Allen Sports?
So it's actually Milena's voice who does the Von Allen Sports, but you say it like you would when you record it. Von Allen Sports.
Von Allen Sports.
Now, you got to say Balls Allen Sports.
Balls Allen Sports. Not like that, though.
All right.
Sports. We can make something with that.
Yes, I told them I was going to do that. So,
true.
Got to keep promises there. Sorry about that, James. Yeah, the member super chat doesn't come up in the software's comments, but it does. That's probably why I missed it off the corner of my eye there. So that's right, Alpha Courage. You're the one that did the Von Allen Sports thing, right? Why? What'd you ask me? Who's better, Andy Reid or Belichick? Belichick. Where Andy Reid suffers is situational football, in-game decision making. As far as a game planner, Andy Reid's phenomenal, but he's had too many weird and bizarre moments during a game. You know, Milena, I'm sure you probably remember this one. We were in Bulgaria. We were watching the AFC Championship game, Chiefs versus Patriots. Patriots were visiting the Chiefs. I remember you were so stressed out during that game, you started crying. And at the very end in overtime, we kept saying, how come Andy Reid's not calling a timeout for his defense? Like, why wasn't he resting? I mean, Tom was just drilling them with passes to Julian Edelman, just boom, boom, and all kinds of, other guys there and everywhere. And they were exhausted. And he wouldn't call a timeout. And we couldn't understand it. Like, thank you. We'll take it. We appreciate it. But why aren't you calling a timeout for your defense? That's just one example. I bring that one up because we watched that game together. But that's one example of many. Go ahead.
And the other one is like the clock management, which is kind of similar, but.
It is similar. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Mahomes had a few missed, difficulties because of a bad clock management, basically. So.
Terrible. There's been times they've left points on the board.
But...
Yeah, at the end of halves and things like that, they've left points on the board because of bad clock management. And Andy was notorious for this even before. This was when he was on the Eagles. You guys remember the Super Bowl, Patriots Eagles, Super Bowl 39. At the very end in the fourth quarter, Donovan McNabb, that was weird. How did you not prepare your quarterback for that? And that's on McNabb, number one, but it's also on Andy Reid to make sure that situational football is drilled into these guys. So when it comes to Belichick and Andy Reid, I have to give it to Bill. So
Yeah, and I mean, which one has more wins?
Bill, he's now number 2 all time.
Right.
So he just needs to pass up Don Shula for the number 1 spot, the Miami Dolphins head coach, famous head coach.
Oh yeah. I used to
I
live
think
in
you've been
Miami,
to his
remember?
restaurant in Miami, right?
Yeah,
Shula's?
then Don Shula's.
Josh McDaniels, you're asking what's wrong? Why is Josh so bad as a head coach? Josh McDaniels is a bad head coach because he is trying to implement Belichickian things without being Belichick. And there's another problem. He doesn't have Tom Brady anymore. Okay? You've got to have that great quarterback. Like I said, you can be a good coach, but if you ain't got a quarterback, you're a great quarterback to carry you. The problem for Josh is that he's not even a decent head coach. He's just a shitty one. So he's going to need a really, really badass quarterback to implement what he's wanting to do. If you give him Tom, let's say, I think if he's not fired, if they don't fire him because he can land Tom Brady for them, Tom goes there next year to the Raiders, and all of a sudden Josh McDaniels is going to be a good head coach. You see how that works? So
True. Hey, guess who's here? Maria, hi.
Maria, we missed you.
Yes.
She sends a $12 super chat. She says, "Congrats on your 100th episode. Miss you both. Let's fucking go." Yeah, Elva Courage is strange that all those former Patriot coaches are so bad, yet together under Belichick they were dominant. Well, what was the factor? That was the Tom Brady factor, right? So, yeah, thank you, Maria. That's awesome. Awesome. By the way, very good profile pic. That's a really good photo of you. I like that.
Oh yeah, awesome. When are you coming on the live show?
I've been trying to get her to call for years.
I know.
She
Maybe
will.
on
One
the
day she will.
on the 200th show.
On the 200th episode.
Yeah.
So going back to Bill's coaches. So he compartmentalizes everything, and everybody's got one job to do, and they focus on that. He's all about the whole "do your job" mantra. Well, that's literally what they do in New England. So if you're offensive coordinator, you are just the coordinator. If you are the running backs coach, that's what you worry about, and that's it. You don't think about anything else. You don't have other duties at all. There's always one guy for one job, no matter what it is. If you need photocopies, there's one guy that is the photocopy guy. Okay? And this goes down to every facet of the Patriots organization. When you compartmentalize, it's like Henry Ford said, it's not work hard, it's work smart. Okay? And if you have a lot of, let's say 3 of us could not carry a car, but 300, if they could even fit around it, it would be like nothing. Okay? It'd be easy, right? So you compartmentalize and give everybody one job to do and focus. That's where Bill's strength is assigning work to certain guys and knowing what they're capable of and what they're good at. That's been the case for a long time until recently. I'm not so sure. I don't think the offensive coordinating situation right now in New England is very good. It's a bit frustrating. I'm not sure what that was about still. I can't kind of put my finger on why he did that. But still, the point is,
That's the idea.
Yeah, that's what he does. So when these specialized, that's a good word. Yeah, specialized. So when these guys go out and become head coach on their own,
Yeah.
They don't have that ability to apparently, that's what we're looking at. Apparently they don't have the ability to go and implement those things. Okay. So it's just, maybe they try to be like Belichick and then it doesn't work because they don't have the clout. I mean, Josh McDaniels trying to be a hard ass. Could you imagine that? Everyone's going to look at him like, what are you doing? You know? So, yeah, Ravens, Elliott. It's too bad things didn't work out for McNabb. Yeah, it's weird. Like they achieved so much together though. 5 straight NFC Championship games. That's definitely something to be proud of as far as that goes. Yeah,
He
Gord
got
King.
Elliot super chat. I mean, membership chat. Do you see that?
Yeah, I'm on my way there.
Okay.
Gord King just said it as well. Bill hires specialist. It's similar to how he drafts. That's a good way of putting it there. Yeah. Jalen says Andy Reid has a better record without a Hall of Fame quarterback, and the wins are because of Tom. Oh well, yeah, I agree. He's got his win percentage is better, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having Tom Brady, that fixes everything. I mean, look, Bruce Arians has a Super Bowl ring as a head coach right now. I mean, God, you know. Courage says, actually, it was also former GM and talent scout Scott Pioli. Scott Pioli was very good. Excellent GM and scout. There's a lot of factors involved. Bill seems to always have the right people around him a lot. And guys like Ernie Adams is gone now too. So we're kind of seeing Bill have to fill those voids basically. Mike Miller asked me, aside from Tom and New England, which team's quarterbacks do you like? I really like Josh Allen, but he frustrates me a lot. By the way, how about those Vikings? My gosh, the Vikings. I'm so impressed by them. And Justin Jefferson, that dude, if y'all saw that catch, that is the best catch. That is better than OBJ. It's better. It was on 4th down. The game was hanging in the balance, and the ball was in the hands of the Bills player. And what I can't figure out is why the Bills player tried to intercept it, okay? His instincts told him to catch it. But this is situational football. You have to know as a defense that it's 4th down. If he knocked the ball away, they get the ball and they win the game. But no, he tried to pick it off. And when he did that by holding it and trying to catch it, Justin Jefferson was able to put his hand underneath and then get the ball back. So amazing catch there, but bad situational football on the Bills' part. And then Josh Allen, how do you fumble at the inside the 1? How does this happen? Now, I know how it happened, but you shouldn't let that happen. They would have been better off taking a safety, okay? But Josh, what he did is that because he was so focused on moving forwards. So, man, I don't think you saw this. So Josh Allen, all he's got to do, he's inside his own 1, okay? All he's got to do is just move forward to run the clock out, and they win, all right? But he's got to get out of the end zone. Otherwise, it'll be a safety, okay? And then you'll have to kick the ball back to the Vikings and, well, you know, whatever. Who knows what will happen. Mm-hmm. But all he's focused on is getting it forward. And so what he does is he moves his body forward before pulling back and getting the ball. So right when the center snaps it into his hands, he moves forward, and because of that, the center's butt pulls down on the ball, and he pulls up with the ball, but he's forward, so the ball comes out.
Yeah, I
he needed to wait. He needed to pull the ball and then go forward.
Right.
And he just mistimed it. All he was thinking about was moving. That's all it was on his mind.
it reminds me of kind of like when these players are dropping the balls because they're thinking of where they're going and looking for it instead of looking at the ball until they actually secure it. And it just, causes a lot of trouble.
That's exactly
Bad
the
results.
same thing. That's very excellent. That's exactly the same thing. When a
and
when a wide
and then we
receiver,
always
yeah,
joke that even I don't take off my eyes off the ball and can catch the ball every time. I haven't dropped the ball every time you throw it at me, like randomly.
that's true. But that's exactly the same thing. You're so right on that.
Yeah, making
Here's the
sure.
proof.
Right.
So
So he throws this ball at me all the time, actually, and I'm
Milena's
like,
first football game she ever played. So Milena, 3 touchdowns, 2011 MVP. Okay, that was her first football game, flag football
let's
she ever
go.
played, and
Just beginner's luck, really.
she won. She didn't drop a pass I threw to her, all because I taught her never take your eyes off the ball. Okay, to this day, she still catches everything. Okay, she still never dropped it. I threw it to her last night. Just, hey, threw it across the living room. Catch it, no big deal. She watched it, kept her eyes on it. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. If you respond before you have the ball, bad things happen. Okay? And Josh
Yep.
moved forward, and the ball had nowhere to go but down. And that's the problem.
Yep.
So
Between that and making sure we don't break the glasses, that's really
that's true.
catch the ball every time.
I kind of like holding the football. This is pretty cool.
I know. It's really cool.
But Mike, to get back to your question about what other quarterbacks I like, so I like Josh Allen. Believe it or not, I'm not saying that he's a great quarterback or anything, but I do like Jared Goff. I think Jared gets a lot of shit. He was kind of ruined by Sean McVay, and if Jared had been in a different position, let's say Jared is drafted to the Chiefs by Andy Reid. Jared's a different quarterback now. All right. So he's not going to do what Mahomes is doing. I'm not saying that, but location is important. Where you go is very important. And I don't know why people can't admit this I said if the Bears had drafted Patrick Mahomes instead of Mitch Trubisky, Mahomes would probably be like Tua right now, like pretty good, but not extraordinary or any like we're not talking Hall of Fame level stuff here, okay?
Right.
Because location is important. The Bears is a garbage organization right now. That it's a shame because they were a legendary organization for a long time, but it's been ran into the ground. But yeah, it's location is important where you go. But I do like Jared.
Mm-hmm.
I think he gets a lot of crap, and I don't know if he can ever recover from this now because of his age. But Alex Smith was able to change his self, and he was the number 1 overall as well. So maybe there's still hope for Jared. He might have to get out of Detroit though. I liked Russell Wilson, Mike. I liked Russell Wilson, but he's starting to really annoy me. He seems to be going Hollywood, or he not seems to be. He has gotten Hollywood.
Yeah.
And the humble guy who used to be all about just winning Super Bowls and winning championships, and that's all he wanted to do, those days are gone. And all I see now is a guy who is me, very selfish, very fake, very artificial. So he's been getting on my nerves way too much. So, and he's playing like shit.
Yeah. He's gone Hollywood. Big
He
time.
did. He went Hollywood as soon as he met that girl. That's
Yeah, you always liked him and you used to praise him.
yeah.
But lately he's been a bit different, so
Well, that's the thing. It's affecting his
sure.
play. It's affecting his play. It's his whole mentality and his whole philosophy on life is different now, and it's affecting how he is and how he performs. He should
Right.
still be in Seattle. And what we know now, based on what we've seen this year, is that maybe Seattle were the ones that was in the right, and maybe I always thought it was Russell, but I'm wondering now, like maybe Russell was the problem here. So
Yeah. Right. I think we had some super chats. What was the last one you got?
yep, Joe Gibbs, yeah, Joe Gibbs. I mentioned him earlier. He's done it. He's done it 3 times. He won 3 Super Bowls, and each quarterback was completely different. So, and none of them were, very well known. There's only, well, a close similarity would be Bill Parcells one with Jeff Hostetler, who was the backup for Phil Simms. That's a one-off, though. That, to me, that would be the equivalent of the Baltimore Ravens when they won with Trent Dilfer. Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Or the Bucks winning the Super Bowl in 2002 with Brad Johnson. Those are one-offs. But Bill had Phil Simms, who was a pretty good quarterback. He's not Hall of Famer, but he was a Pro Bowl quarterback, and he was considered a premier quarterback for a while during his time. And of course, he had one of the best performances in a Super Bowl ever. So you can't really say that Bill won 2 Super Bowls without a good quarterback. I say he won 1 with Hostetler. Israel, since the $2 super chat, says thoughts on Dallas at Minnesota tomorrow. Yeah, man, you know what? I'm a little concerned about Dallas right now. I know I was high on them before, but the way they lost to Green Bay, and that just didn't. You get the lead, that big lead like that. It's just how can you let that slip from you? And we know Green Bay's not that good, and that kind of worries me. Minnesota, in my opinion, deserves to be the number 1 team in the league right now. The reason is, okay, I know it sounds crazy, right? The reason is they are not the same team they were week 1, week 2, week 3, whatever, okay? I don't count that. I don't care. I only care about what you're doing now. If I say who is the best team right now, if we based it off the whole year, well, that changes too much. Who can win right now? The Vikings winning that game against Buffalo. The way they were losing, and they always found a way to come back. They always found a way to score. They are just playing on a level right now, and a just inspired football, okay? And you need that. You need that there's a luck factor, and it's not the luck in as far as the negative when people say, "Oh, they're just lucky," a dismissive term, right? I don't mean lucky as a dismissive term. I mean lucky as in the residue of design. All right? That kind of luck.
Yeah, it's kind of like put luck to work for you by being prepared by, doing the right things, and then luck comes in. But if you don't do everything else, just luck is not going to help you.
Right. Exactly. So that's what I think the Vikings are about right now. I think they're creating their own luck, and they're when you're playing good football, and you're playing smart, you got a lot of good guys out there, and everyone's wanting to win and playing together. And you got a good quarterback. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. He's just failed to prove it so many times on the big stage and on primetime games, things like that. He's had some trouble at times. But right now, I think the Vikings should be and deserve to be considered the number 1 team right now, in my opinion. So
yeah, interesting.
Israel, I think Dallas is going to lose.
And then
let's see here. I'm on John Thomas Chavez.
Yes.
John Thomas Chavez sends a $2 super chat. He says, "Speaking of Brady, way to ruin 28-3, Tom." I don't get it. What is that referring to? How did he ruin the 28-3 thing from Super Bowl 51? Is there something I'm not aware of?
Well, he passed that, so.
It could be something that's obvious that I'm not thinking of right now. Elliot sends a $2 super chat and says, 2011, the quarterback's year. Every quarterback was good. Man, how many guys did we have throwing over 5,000 yards? Wasn't it 3? Danny asked, "What if the Jets beat the Pats tomorrow?" Well, it's perfectly possible. The Jets. The Jets. I just. Ugh. Okay, so are we supposed to say that the Jets are kind of good, or what?
I think we're getting there.
I don't know.
Does that mean you get to wear? Well, never mind. Yeah, okay.
Oh no, I'm not making that bet. I lost that bet 2 years ago, and that was horrifying. So. Yeah, Mike, that's what's disgusting is they even traded down to get Mitch Trubisky. It's like, oh my God, see, that's the kind of organization. I think we lost Melina. But yeah,
Hey,
what?
remember how we went to New York? And I got you a little something.
You were in New York in March.
Well, I got you a little something anyway.
Are you serious?
Oh.
What the fuck?
Okay.
You didn't. Oh my God.
It looks dark, by the way, on the screen.
I know. I'm gonna have to turn off the green screen for a second. Why did you do? You bought me a Jets shirt?
Well,
I asked you if you brought me anything back from New York, and you said you forgot.
I don't forget.
You were in New York in March.
Mm-hmm. See, in March, I knew what was going to happen with the Jets. So, there you go.
How long
now you can thank me.
Where did you hide this? But we've moved. We've moved stuff in the apartment. I've moved things around the apartment. I've never seen this. I've never seen this bag. What am I supposed to do with this?
Well, you can just jump on the wagon. Be a Jets fan now. Or, are there any Jets fans in the audience?
I'll give you props for this. Okay? I will. I'll give you props for this. To hide this from me since March. You know what? I thought it was weird. Something was up because a week ago you walked up to me and said, "How about those Jets?" I was like, What the fuck? Oh, what do you mean? How about those Jets? Just
Yeah, because everyone's like so excited about it. I'm like, maybe you will be too. So, there. Perfect
well played.
gift.
Well played.
You're welcome. You can always rely on me.
Dude, that's got to be one of the longest cons ever. I mean, that's a long-term con. Like you haven't been on the show since you've been saving that, and it just happens to be Jets week. Well, you had two chances. There's two Jets weeks, but well played. Very well played.
By the way, it wasn't very easy to find it. I don't know. It's like you would think when you go to New York, it's going to be everywhere. Jets, jerseys and stuff. I had to search for it. Do they watch football there?
I have no idea. I can't believe you did this. I'll give you props on that. Okay, that's a long con. To keep that from me for this long, that I'm blown away. Actually, completely.
Does that mean you're gonna wear it?
Wear it? Why would I wear it?
That's right. There has to be a condition. Okay, what would
I was
be the
thinking
condition?
about like someone could use it for an oil rag in their car, or something, right? Or
under what condition would you wear it though? What
I
has to
would
happen for you?
the conditions. I would use it as if one of the cats throws up, I'll use it to clean that up.
Okay, what do the Jets have to do in order for them to win your
For me to wear that shirt,
yeah.
they would have to win the AFC East.
Help me out, guys. I'm trying to make what is it? They have to win it.
They would have to win the AFC East.
Mm. Okay. Sounds
If they win the
reasonable.
AFC East, I'll wear it.
Sounds reasonable. Does that mean I have to have the Jets color now here? Am I like the Jets girl now or something?
I took off your green screen effect
Why?
because it was like messing up your eyes and your mouth and everything. It's just all screwed up. We need to get you different lighting next time.
Yeah, that
So,
ring light sucks.
It's better. It's better now. It just looks better. I don't
Really?
care about the green background. I don't think anybody
And
else
plus,
does
I
either.
deserve the Jets color, don't I?
Yeah, for what you just did. Elf of Courage sends a $2 super chat and says, "My super chat live stream participation trophy." Woo! Actually, Elf of Courage, you're in the running for the super chat award right now. You're one of the highest ones, which I'm gonna
nice.
I'm gonna reveal that on Tuesday's reaction show. So I didn't want to reveal everything in one night. So James Johnson sends a $2 super chat and says, "If the Jets make the playoffs, you have to wear it." Just to make the playoffs? 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 Don't talk about playoffs. I just hope we can win a game. Gord King sends a $5 super chat and says, "How do you not smell the decay of Jets gear? Exactly how much lie does Milena own?" That's a good point. I bet. Where did you hide it next to the litter box?
Actually, the funny thing, I hid it kind of next to your stuff, but since
where was this hidden?
It was in the closet.
Which
the
one?
whole time. Skeletons in the closet.
Which closet?
Your closet. That just shows how much you look at,
But it's in one of your little shopping bags, so even if I did see it, I probably thought it was one of your things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The least expected place, basically.
John Thomas Chavez sends a $2 super chat. He says, I was talking about the 80s for Brady movie. Oh, yes. Absolutely ridiculous that's how they're going to treat, like, that's the movie that they're going to give Tom Brady. No, absolutely horrifying. I just can't believe that's the thing that you're gonna give Tom Brady, that kind of movie, you know, a bunch of, I don't know. It's just no, just no. Okay. Okay. So this is a good time to, now that I own a Jets jersey, that's our shirt.
You're so happy, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
So excited. Ah! Yeah, it looks dark because of the green screen interference, but hey, be
Oh
respectful.
no! It just fell on the floor.
Gotta be respectful of my gift.
Of all the things that you could have brought back from New York with you, and that's what you got me.
In New York, what would you bring? First thing
Even a
comes to
giant
mind.
shirt would have been less offensive.
Oh, they're even less popular. I could not find any. But the Jets definitely
here's
more.
the most egregious part of this. Did you really pay $25 for this?
Yeah. Sorry, why did you want a jersey for $125?
This isn't worth $25. This isn't worth $4. You know, for $25, you could have gotten me like a little drawing of the Empire State Building or something.
Wait, didn't I get you that actually? I got you a drawing.
Can you believe this, guys? All right. Well played, Melina. Well played.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to explain the tournament for you guys real quick, and then we'll get back to the games tomorrow. So, okay.
I'm just reading some of the comments. Ozymandias. Did you read that? The condition should be hiring Tom first.
Yeah, exactly, Ozymandias. Exactly. Benedict Nefertiti Arnold. Yes, absolutely. Traitor. I like what Gord King said. Jets gear is the opposite of the American flag. It must never leave the floor.
Yeah.
All right. Well played. Well played. I'm actually impressed.
Good job.
All right.
Do we have a good job sticker?
Oh, I forgot to make one.
Yeah, that would be fun. You guys remember the good job?
All right. So I'm going to show you the tournament bracket right now. Okay. You guys see that? Yeah. Okay. So this is the whole bracket, of course. But I know you can't read it. I'm just showing you basically how it works. All right. So at 100%, so right here, actually I probably need to make it larger. So the tournament starts in week 12, okay? But not the Thursday games don't count. It starts Sundays. Thursday games, no. All right. So for example, the order will be generated randomly. That would be boring. Like it doesn't matter who's playing who because we won't know the quarterback until we roll the dice anyway. So wherever I put you, it doesn't really make much of a difference. But let's say I put James Johnson, and because he is level 5, he will get 5 entries. 3 of those will be a bye, but this first one will not be a bye. So we got James Johnson against Elf of Courage. All right. So what we need to do is we need to get them a quarterback. Now, if your matchup is on the left side here, okay? If your matchup is on the left side in this area, that's my side. I roll the dice for this side. On the right side is Milena's side. So the left side, Roman Empire, that's me. On the right side, Milena's Byzantium, because she's from Bulgaria and that was part of the Byzantine Empire. So it works perfect for both of us, right? Okay. Now, on the live show, we will have a bracket like this, and we're going to try to put it on the wall and a big print it out and put it on the wall, and then we'll be standing up and we'll have a camera on the dice to show you which quarterback you get. So I'll roll the dice for James Johnson and Elf of Courage's matchup first. I roll the dice, and James Johnson is assigned quarterback number 3. Let's say that's Josh Allen. Okay, so he gets Josh Allen for this week only. Elf of Courage, we roll a number 2, and he gives them, let's say, Patrick Mahomes, for example. Now we need to know what their quarterbacks, what stats their quarterbacks are going to compete with. We roll a 4-sided die, and that gives us a number 1, a number 2, a number 3, and a number 4. Okay? A number 1 is most total yards. That's passing and rushing. So let's say they rolled a 1. I put a 1 here. This is just for an example, but I put a 1 here, meaning that this lets us know that their particular game is about yards. Now, if you rolled a 2, this matchup is a 2, it's the quarterback with the most touchdowns. That is passing and rushing. Number 3 would be the quarterback with the least total turnovers. That includes interceptions and fumbles lost. Number 4, which quarterback has the most completions? All right. Now, if at any time your matchup, both of your quarterbacks tie, the tiebreaker, there's 2 tiebreakers. The first one is whichever quarterback wins. The next tiebreaker is we just go to the next statistical category after yours. So if you were 1, then it would jump down to most total yards or most total touchdowns, and we try to break it like that. If that's tied, then we go to the next one, and we just keep doing that until we have a winner. All right? If you win, you go to the next round into week 13. Now, depending on how many entries we've got, either in week 13 or week 14, so I'm not sure yet, but one of these will begin with you guys getting to pick your own quarterback. And how we determine that, we will roll the dice again, but this time, highest roll gets to pick first. And you can pick any quarterback you want, not just the top 12. But we'll worry about that later on. Right now, your focus is to just get past the first round. And so, like I said, you want to get out of the first round. Make sure, try if you can to get more than one entry. That will at least increase your chances. But if you get out of the first round, then we go from there. Okay? Now, me and Milena, we roll the dice for you. The camera will be on the dice, so you know that it's all legit. There's no, can't just make this up as we go. Okay? That's
can't
it.
win.
That's it. It's simple. It's so simple, but it's fun. It's so simple.
It's so simple.
Now, we don't know what week the championship will be in. I just put a question mark here. It depends on how many entries we've got. The winner gets an Xbox Series S. And let's see here. Why in the world did my green screen leave me? The winner gets an Xbox Series S, and that will also come with a thumb drive that has all of the Von Allen Sports videos, the whole VAS Live archives, your custom wallpaper that will have your name on it, and whatever your favorite team is. Now, there is one stipulation here, and this is just to avoid anybody coming in and cheating, trying to cheat the system, okay? In order to win, you need to qualify for this, you need to email me at vonallensports@icloud.com. vonallensports@icloud.com. And I'll post this here in a second. But I need your YouTube screen name, I need your real name, and your mailing address to where the Xbox would go if you were the winner, okay? Now, this is just to verify all the entries and to avoid anyone cheating, okay? We want to make sure it's all fair, but it sounds pretty simple, right?
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? Do you like it?
Oh, I know they'll like it. This is fun.
I want to play.
This is gonna be awesome. I know. I want to play too. Damn it!
I want to play.
I want to play. I want to pick some quarterbacks. You know,
Are
maybe I enter the tournament and then if I win, I do something with the Xbox. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to play, but I don't want to. The problem is that if I'm playing, I might knock somebody out, and I'll feel bad. Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of why I wish I could play, but I'm going to have fun just hosting this thing every week. So, like I said, each week it resets. We roll the dice over again. You get a new quarterback, but me and Milena will the camera angle. We're going to have a different camera angle. You're going to see You're going to see the bracket, and I roll for the left side. She rolls for the right side, for the Byzantium side, and you have there'll be a camera on the dice roll, so you know exactly what you're getting in real time. Okay.
Yes. There were some super chat, super sticker. There's like a
Yeah, I got it.
good job. Did you get that on the screen or no?
Yep.
Elf of Courage.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Because
Elf of Courage is a $5 super sticker. It says, "Good job."
Good job. You have to say it like that. Good job.
Good job. Wait, I think I can handle it. Well, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Jalen, I like it. He says he's going to take his one entry all the way to the championship. By the way, if you are the winner of the Xbox, you also will be you'll get I'll give you my screen name, and we can play Xbox together. So if you want to get
Nice.
online with me, play some Halo, play some Madden, whatever it is that you want to do, let's have some fun. Okay. Now there will be a prize for the runner-up for the Super Bowl from the loser from the
The
other
loser
side.
will
So whoever
win.
wins, yes. Now, if my side wins, if my side loses, I get to determine what the prize is. If it's someone from Milena's side who loses, she gets to determine what the prize is. And you might want to look out because it might be a Jets jersey.
Aha. Ho ho ho. You never know. So when do we find out what the loser wins? Like I'm saying, like when do we determine that price? At the very end, or
we could, or yeah,
I'm
because
just asking because we haven't talked about that.
well, because I want to see who's there. It could be customized to that person, you know.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a fan who is a fan of the Chiefs or the Jacksonville Jaguars, okay? Then maybe what you want to get them, or I would want to get them, is something to do with their team. So we wouldn't know that until, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
yeah,
I don't think it's something that we have to worry about right now. But it'll be a good price though. It won't be an Xbox. Apologies about that, but
might be
but yeah, it'll be a good
PlayStation.
price.
Just kidding.
Don't say that.
No.
No, I'm getting you an Xbox because that's what I use. So I want to be able to play online with you guys. So of course you don't have to play it. You can do whatever you want to with it, but it's up to you.
Yeah. Oh, did we miss any other super chats?
Yeah, I'm getting them right now.
Okay.
Cold Blue Water sends a $5 super chat. He says, "Congrats on the 100th show. Really appreciate, enjoy your perspective each week. Good one on the Jets shirt, by the way, Milena. Let's go, Von Allen Sports.
Let's go.
Mastermind is here. Welcome."
He missed on the Jets thing, but he's like, no, just not that price.
Just not that
doesn't
one.
Want to win.
Okay.
He basically
James
doesn't
Johnson.
want to win.
James Johnson sends a $2 super chat and says, "No sexy bots are winning." Okay.
No. So, yeah, you may want to sum up again. So, if you want to participate in the tournament, you have to submit your information. How?
Yeah.
Just say that again.
Okay.
Like email us. What did you say? Oh, okay. There you go. No sexy bots, email us.
No sexy bots allowed. Well, I guess technically the bot is allowed if it pays for a membership, technically. So, okay. So once again, guys, if you want to be in the tournament in order to win the prize, now I'm going to put you in the tournament anyway, but to win it, I'm going to need you to email me at vonallensports@icloud.com. I need your name, first of all, I need your screen name so I know who you are. I need your real name and your mailing address where it would go. Okay? So please be sure to email that to me as soon as possible. Now, the tournament will begin next Saturday night. Or I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Friday night. Next Friday night will be VAS Live will be next Friday. Because of the Thanksgiving situation, I won't be able to do Saturday's show. We have a Thanksgiving event we're going to. But Friday night, so this gives you a week to join, to sign up for a membership, or to up your level if you want more entries. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. But tell your friends if they want to be in it. Tell your family members if they want to be in it. Tell them all about it. All they've got to do is
Join?
just join the members,
Become
pick
a
the level
member.
they want, and then email me. That's it.
Yes, and because the level, just to explain for those who just came in, you get one entry with the entry level, right, of membership, and then you get more entries with the higher levels. More chances to win, basically, yeah.
Exactly. Ozymandias, you're already a member. You're already in it. So if you don't play video games, you could sell it. It's up to you.
Sell it
So
back to us.
yeah. Yeah, you're already a member, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun to play each week to see what quarterback you get and all that. So Dave, all I just need your screen name and your mailing address. So that's all.
Yeah.
So I
And
know where
full
to send
name.
it.
Yeah.
And your name. Yeah. So I know where to. If you win, I need to know where to send it to. So not a big deal at all, right? So Sterling Sapien says, "Congrats on the 100th episode, Von Allen. Been with you since Brady Saga. Thank you so much. I remember your name from a long time ago. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's my Madden record? I have no idea. I haven't played this year's Madden yet, but I will with one of you guys if you win. So
With the winner.
yeah, yeah. It's for the quarterback tournament. By the way, the rules of the game and all this will be posted in the community section, and it will be posted in the description of every video, including this one. So you can always go back to it, reference to it if you don't understand everything. But it's very simple. It's just you get assigned a quarterback through the dice roll. That's what we worry about. You get assigned a quarterback, and then hope your quarterback beats the other guy, your opponent's quarterback, and then you go to the next level and next round, and we do this every Friday or Saturday, depending on every VAS live show, and we do this every week until there's a winner. So
Yeah.
awesome. An Xbox only, it's not just a video game console either. I've got one that I use for our television. So it runs our television, runs all of our media stuff through that.
Yeah. So we don't use the TV box, we use the Xbox, and that's how we play any channels and download, the app for each channel when they have an app, which they all do nowadays. But we watch Netflix through it or whatever.
Yeah, everything. So
Yeah.
we'll watch all the football games through Prime Video, all that through the Xbox. So I just want to go over last week's games real quick because we didn't have a show for that. Falcons and Panthers. That was the last Thursday night's game. The Falcons were the correct ones that we needed to win. That Vikings-Bills game is one of the best regular season games I've ever watched. If you guys have not seen that game, if you missed it, go back and watch it. I promise it's worth it. The NFL posted on YouTube the ending of the game. So 2 minutes left in regulation, and then the full overtime. So you can watch it there for free on the NFL's YouTube. The Lions got the win over the Bears. That was good. I want to see Jared get some wins there. He got screwed over by the Rams badly. Chiefs over Jaguars. Nobody thought the Jaguars were going to win that, but Dolphins destroyed the Browns. I feel so sorry for Addie. Addie, I don't know when your year is going to be. I don't know. I just last year, a few years ago, I kept thinking that your time was going to come and all that, but it's just, I don't know. It just seems like no matter what the Browns do, no matter what they do, they can't win. They can get draft picks, they can make trades, they can do all these things, but they just can't get a victory, a victorious season together. And that's depresses me for Addy. I want him to be all excited and get a playoff, a bunch of playoff wins in a row, get to an AFC Championship game or something. I want to see that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Every year it's the same old thing. Something always goes wrong every time. It's ridiculous. Giants over Texans. No shock there, except for the fact that the Giants are 7-2. What the hell is that all about? Steelers over Saints. Not surprised there. Titans over Broncos. That wasn't a surprise. Colts over Raiders. So, see, this is what happens when you put Matt Ryan back into the starting lineup, you freaking idiots. Packers over Cowboys. I'm so surprised that the Cowboys went down like that. Yeah. Okay. Cardinals over Rams. I'd pick the Cardinals to win, but privately, I don't think I ever talked about that one last week, did I? Maybe I did. No, we didn't have a show last week, so no. Okay.
Right.
I think I posted it somewhere. It's maybe on Facebook or Twitter. 49ers over Chargers. That was an okay game. And then the DC Lizard people took out the Eagles, the overrated Eagles, the Eagles that I said I'm not impressed with. I'm not impressed by their performance. So.
Yep.
So, yeah, DC Lizard people gets the win, and now there's no undefeated teams, but the Eagles should just be happy that they're even 8-1. Yeah, they'll get to the playoffs and stuff, but they're not going anywhere. So
9.
9.
9.
You lost
Like
the
the
game,
board
and
king
you
says,
will be
9.
happy. You will be happy.
You will not make the playoffs, and you will be happy. 9.
9. You have to say it like 9. If you want it to sound really German, you got to yell everything too. You know. So that's how they do, right? All right. So Thursday night's game already played. The Titans defeated the Packers. Now, I just want to talk about this game for a second. How many chances at the end did the Packers defense give Aaron Rodgers? And he did nothing with it. Okay? So I can look at other games this year and point out like, okay, well, there's some problems here, problems there. You know, it's not just Aaron, blah, blah, blah. But this time, these throws he was making were completely erratic and stupid and went nowhere. Like, it made no sense. So, I don't know. The good thing is that Aaron took the blame. He admitted that as much that he did screw it up. But that was on him, and he could have helped his team out and didn't get anything done. So.
Yep. Unfortunately for Aaron.
We have a new member. Andy Butts. Welcome to the Empire. Welcome to the Empire. And welcome to the tournament, my friend. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
He is a level 2 Centurion, which means that he will get 2 entries into the quarterback tournament, amongst all the other things that you get as a member of the Von Allen Sports Empire. Which, by the way, for you guys, all the live shows, the entire archives, every episode from 1 to 100 is available for members. Okay? So,
You can
and
imagine how
also
many
all
hours.
of the reaction shows as well.
Mhm.
So, all those, which I think we're almost to 50 on that one. It's crazy. The reaction shows are generally reacting to the week or post-game shows or something like that. Something that's not an official VAS scheduled weekly show that we normally do.
Yeah.
Andy, welcome, man. Thank you so much. Okay. That's true, Gord King. Eagles lost game number 9.
9.
Ooh, I felt that one. That one was pretty strong. That was pretty good.
Yep.
All right. Bears at Falcons. What we need is a Falcons victory. I'm so sorry. Why did I say that? A Bears victory. Need a Bears victory there over the Falcons just to keep their record back. We don't want them catching up with the Bucs because we don't know if the Bucs are going to go full idiot again at some point during the season with their coaching as bad as it is. Who the hell knows, right? So you need the Falcons to lose that one. I honestly believe that the Bears are going to win that. So,
Yeah.
Panthers at Ravens. Another situation where it's best for us, if you're a Tom Brady fan, that the Ravens win this game. However, the Ravens winning the game, well, I don't think it would make much of a difference for the Patriots. The Ravens are going to win the division. So the Ravens record really doesn't matter to the Patriots because, if we can't win our division, we're going to need a wild card. The
True.
Baltimore Ravens are not going to affect our wild card position. That would be the Bengals that's going to affect that. So it's better for Tom in this situation that the Panthers lose. So root for the Ravens, and the Ravens are going to win, and they're going to absolutely annihilate the Panthers. Browns at Bills. Okay, now this is the game that got moved from Buffalo because of 6 feet of snow. Now, Milena, your boy, football baby, Kyler Murray, is not 6 feet tall. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Learn to swim.
Learn to swim. It's a lyric from a Tool song.
Yeah. Learn to swim.
Learn to swim. Learn to swim. But he is not as tall as the snow in Buffalo. So it's a good thing he doesn't play there, right? Okay. But they moved the game. Someone posted that. I think the Gord King posted that, and I just thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious.
But anyway, the Browns at Bills, but it's going to be played in Detroit, Rock City, Motown. Wow. Which one of you? Hey, who can get this movie quote? It's movie quote time. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, ready? Movie quote. Here we go. That shit isn't even loaded, man. Which one of you Motor City motherfuckers want to bet that this one isn't? Hey, fire it up, fire it up. What movie is that? Come on. It mentions the Motor City. It's in the Motor City. All right. But anyway, the Bills are going to absolutely annihilate the Browns. I'm so sorry, Eddie, but I think you knew this one was coming. But yeah, it's going to be bad. So sorry. The DC Lizard people at the Houston Texans. The DC Lizard people are on a roll now, and I have them to win this game. So, RoboCop, if you said RoboCop, you would be wrong, but that's a good guess. I don't think they say motherfucker, though, in RoboCop. Eagles at Colts. Oh, what do you think? Eagles at Colts. Okay, so can Jeff Saturday, the controversial head coach, I don't know why it's controversial, who gives a shit, okay, interim head coach, big deal, all right, but they always got to make something out of something. They can't just play football, can't just whatever, all right. There's a lot of coaches in this league that suck for different various reasons, so whatever. But Jeff Saturday, can he get the second? Can he get on a winning streak? That's called a winning streak. Yes, he will. And the Eagles are going to drop 2 in a row. Did you hear me? The Eagles are going to drop 2 straight. They're going to lose. They lost to the Lizard people. Now they're going to lose to the Indianapolis Dolts. All right? There you go. There, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. Jets at Patriots. The Patriots got to win this. They got to win this. All right? In New England. We got this. We got this. We got this. We will be 6-4 after tomorrow. Can you believe that? 6-4. Rams at Saints. Boy, are the Rams a shitty team. I'm just wondering, how come the Rams don't know how to play football anymore? What happened to them? How do you go from being Super Bowl champion, this team that nobody can beat, apparently, to sucking ass? I mean, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, the Bucs won the Super Bowl, and the very next year, they were actually better than they were. They were better during the 2021 season, in my opinion. I just can't put my finger on it. I can't figure out why. It's weird. Even the Eagles, when they beat us in the Super Bowl in 2017, Super Bowl 52, the next year they came back and they made the playoffs. Even with Nick Foles at the end there, they still won a playoff game. That's what Super Bowl teams do. Super Bowl teams, they don't win the next year normally, but they do play well and they do compete. Mm-hmm. It's a rare case. I mean, you had the 2002 Bucs that just kind of, I think they pretty much sucked the next year. That was kind of like a one-off. But for the most part, a Super Bowl winning team will be good the next year.
Right.
So what happened? What is the difference?
Are there any major changes?
Which one is not like the other? I'm not going to say it. But I'm just going to let you decide. I'm going to let the public decide. Which, by the way, brings me to this. On Twitter, a Von Allen sports fan sent me a tweet that said, wow, that sounds so stupid. Tweet. I've never, all these years, I've never gotten used to saying that. It sounds very stupid. But anyway, let's say, sent me a post. And it was a link to a guy's YouTube page. And the YouTube page, or the YouTube channel, is dedicated to NFL conspiracies. Okay? So it's basically stuff that it's everything is rigged. Those kind of channels, right? And there's quite a bit of those on the internet. This guy sent me the video to this guy's channel, and I watched the video. The video was specifically the Rams and Bucks game from 2 weeks ago.
Was that rigged?
He was calling it rigged, but he has videos on everything. And I had like a weird reaction to it because I didn't understand like a lot of the points he was trying to make. Don't agree with them actually of what he was saying. Now his premise that is it possible for games to be rigged? Well, that's always the case. That's the case with any sport. Okay, if you can't stop one referee from going rogue, right? You can't stop that. If a person takes it upon themselves to do that, you can't insulate yourself from it. But it's rare. Or the league itself could do something like this. But that wasn't his approach. His approach was a bit different, actually a lot different. And so I was really surprised by the things he said in the video. And so I commented, and it was kind of the smartest comment. I said, is this a joke? I thought he might have been sarcastic because there's another video of this comedian guy who makes conspiracy videos, but he's joking around and he's making fun of, conspiracy theorists and stuff.
Oh.
But he replied to me, no. And then I guess after a little while, he read the bio on our channel and didn't like, that I said that we combat fake sports news, meaning these journalists who stir up and give just opinions and they're just activists instead of reporting sports. That's what we do here. We don't like people like that. But he said we're part of the problem and that I'm a fanboy and all this other stuff. So he said all these things to me. I didn't get in an argument with him through text like that, through comments, but I just said, you're welcome to debate me if you want. I don't want to do this through like commenting. So that's why I said that. But I told him, I said, you're welcome to debate me. He replied, yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So he sent me his email. I emailed him. And now we have agreed to debate. Now, originally the debate was supposed to be yesterday, but we had to move it back because of missing last weekend for this 100th episode. So we're going to reschedule it for next week, probably. When me and him decide on a date and time, I will let you guys know, and I'll, of course, post it in the comment section and everything. But we will bring him on. I need a moderator. I have a few people in mind I think would be a good moderator, and I'll be contacting them privately. But I think this could be very interesting. So if you guys don't follow a lot of conspiracy theory stuff, there's conspiracy theories for all kinds of things. There's conspiracy theory for the moon landing, or is the earth flat, or whatever. Okay, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
There's 9/11, there's JFK. And in football, you've got the type that believe that the Illuminati is controlling football. And that everything they do,
The numerology guy and all that?
Yeah, numerology, gematria and all that, and the numbers and everything is symbolism, and every game is about symbols and stuff. You've got that shit, all right? But then you've got another side of that, which is it's rigged because the players are rigging it. The players are dropping passes on purpose, and they're throwing bad balls, and kicks, football field goals are rigged too, where they just perfectly go in or they go out or whatever. Okay. Now I'm not going to give away everything that he says. You have to watch the debate there, and but some of you guys may agree with him, and that's fine. I don't. Like I said, the premise of can things be rigged? Well, I would agree with that. That's obvious. Of course, anything can be rigged, but it's his reasoning for the rigging and how it's done is what I have a problem with, and so that's what we're going to debate on, and we'll learn something, I guess, from both each other. It's going to be simulcasted on his channel and mine at the same time. but I will be hosting it. So Rams at Saints. I think the Rams might be able to get a win out here. So Lions at Giants. Giants are going to win that. Raiders at Broncos. God, this is a battle of the crappy. Melina, you pick that one. Raiders at Broncos.
Well, Broncos. Well, I already said that, but okay, I'll stick with that.
All right.
Tiffany says Raiders. Yeah, probably Raiders, but anyway, I already said Broncos. I'll go.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Cowboys at Vikings. And so I talked about this one earlier. I wonder where Kevin Godnett is tonight. He's a big Vikings fan. I've got the Vikings for the win on this one. And that, I don't know. I don't like how the Cowboys just fell apart against the Packers like that. It's and the Vikings they're just in the zone, man. They find ways to win. And when you got a team like that, you got to take a look there. So Bengals at Steelers. I am not impressed by the Bengals whatsoever. So, but I'm still going to take them to win that one. Chiefs at Chargers. That's our Sunday night game. Another Chiefs primetime game. Wow. But this is a good game. This is a good matchup. Chiefs at Chargers. Chargers are a very weird team. I don't understand them. Their coaching is bizarre. If they had a really good coach, they would be a juggernaut right now. They would be awesome. But their coach is an idiot. So I'm going Kansas City Chiefs on this one. I know that's the easy pick, but I need to see more from the Chargers before I pick them on a big game like that over a team that good. Monday Night Football, 49ers at Cardinals. 49ers are going to absolutely destroy them. 49ers are going to eat Cardinals for Thanksgiving instead of turkey. That's a too easy pick. And that's your lock of the week, by the way. Your lock of the week is 49ers over Cardinals. James Johnson sends a $5 super chat and says, how to check if a conspiracy is legit or not is to see how many people would have to be involved in order for it to work, and what is the risk and reward. That's exactly right. And that's what I've said for a very long time. We think alike there, James. When I say that's what I've said for a long time, I mean privately to my friends and other people. That's exactly how I feel. So, because at some point it becomes just not feasible. Not, it's just like ridiculous at a certain point, right? So, all right. So before we go, because we've been on here for 2 hours and already, but I want to mention something that's been going on regarding Tom, okay? But there is a crypto company called FXT that has gone under recently. And I was disappointed to see that at first because I knew that Tom endorsed FTX and had a stake in the company. Now, me and Milena signed up for FTX about a year ago, but we never actually moved our money or bought anything in it. We just signed up intending to, but kind of forgot about it because we already have our normal ones that we've always had. So we never did it, but we were intending to do it. But it was because of Tom. So FTX goes under. turns out probably it's a Ponzi scheme. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. Bitcoin Motorist, is he still around? He probably knows way more about this than I do.
I would love to
but
hear his opinion about it.
Yeah, exactly. But so it's a big ordeal. You can't miss it. Well, you could miss it if you watch CNN or MSNBC. You're going to miss it. They're going to tell you how this guy was a great philanthropist and a great guy who just made a mistake. But if you want the actual truth, you're going to have to dig for it. But anyway, so it's a scam. Tom and Giselle are going to lose millions off this, or already have. Okay. Well, I'm not going to say that it's all because of this, but there is an element to this. Tom, I told you guys, Tom has been living the last few years like a retired player that's playing. Okay? When you retire from a sport like that, when you're a big name like that, after you retire, then you start with the clothing, personal clothing lines, and then you go with the endorsing companies and investing into whatever it is that you want, crypto or whatever it is, that whatever avenue you want to go in, you start looking at business ventures and things like that. So you can focus all of your time on those things. That's what you don't do it as a player because you're focused on the game and all that. Well, the fact that Tom is so focused on the game means that he wasn't focused on things like this. He got involved with FTX because Giselle met with the owner of the main guy, Friedman, or Bankman-Fried, I think is his name.
Bankman-Fried?
Bankman-Fried, yes.
Like, yeah, can make this up.
Thank God we never used FTX, right? Thank God. So
Thank God. Yeah.
I signed my name up, but I never put a dime in it. So, But with Tom focusing on football so much, he missed a lot of things. So Giselle got involved with FTX, or these are her own words, by the way. This is not me just speculating. She said this. She was bragging about how they got into FTX because he promised them that he was going to give away billions of dollars in philanthropy and saving the world and all that.
The earth.
It's complete nonsense. It's actually just money laundering. You pay off one guy and it comes back to you through another channel and it goes in a circle, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
She fell for that. She fell for that bullshit along with a lot of other people. It's not just her, but it's a lot of other people too.
Wasn't it Shaq
I'm assuming,
O'Neal?
huh?
Shaquille
O'Neal he was involved. I think Steph Curry was involved amongst a lot of other people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Not involved. I mean, they were
investors.
Invested.
I think. They
were invested. Yeah. I don't want to say involved. That makes it sound like they were. Yeah. So.
Yeah, scam. I think he lent himself like $1 billion. Don't quote me on it, but I believe he kind of gave himself a loan.
Yeah. Well, he loaned another company all this money that was like not even anyway. That's not the point here, though. The point is that Giselle kind of was taken by this, and I'm sure Tom probably thought, oh, this sounds like a good deal. Sounds pretty cool because he got involved too, and he invested part of his money into it. Whatever the reasons were, Tom wasn't focused on this. I truly believe if Tom was focused on this, he would not have bought into that. I have trouble. And the reason is because, first of all, Tom's job, while he played for Michigan, his summer job was working for, I can't really, it might be Merrill Lynch or one of those type. Okay. So he has experience and has an interest in things like this. I would have to believe that if Tom was retired and he was 100% focused on his business ventures, that he would have possibly seen through this guy. Maybe not. Who knows? But the point is that Tom is going to take a hit here. And this is one of those things where you've got to make better decisions and look into things. And I think that he was letting other people run all of his stuff. And he was spread too thin. So I hope that this is a lesson learned, and
It's
you
like,
know,
it's hard to
now
know. I mean,
I know
how
that's what I'm
much.
saying. I know it's hard to know, but what I mean is, I have to wonder. I just wonder if Tom was retired, would he have seen this? Would he have looked more into it? Because I just, you know how Tom is. He's so football crazy that I just don't see him really looking under every rock to find out what this company was about. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
but it happens, and but still, I just hope that he learned a lot from this and focuses on football for now, holds off any more business ventures until he's retired, so he can really focus on those. But yeah,
Yep. It's unfortunate that his name is mentioned in those things and
yeah.
that
See, well,
he's
that's the problem.
involved.
That's the problem. Okay, it's not just a regular investment. He was a spokesman for the company. He put his
Yeah.
name out there. He was part owner of this company. He was on the board for this company. So was Giselle. So
Yeah.
this isn't just an investment. This was him. It's like something they believed in. So now their name is being dragged through the mud because of it, and that really sucks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah. That scammer got them all of them.
yeah, got a lot of people, man.
Oh yeah. He's
Yeah.
buddies with the government. I've seen all kinds of things on the news. You know,
Oh, and
with presidents and.
Jalen says since I brought up Giselle, he wants everyone to know that she's a hoe. By the way, speaking of hoes, um, I won the bet uh, about Giselle, so I was right. She is a hoe. Remember the bet? So the bet was I said that Giselle would be seen first with a guy before Tom is seen with a
Tom.
woman. I won.
Yes.
You lost. But
Right.
I do have to admit, I do have to tell you guys, full disclosure,
Um,
Milena Milena believed that I was correct, but she picked the opposing side just for fun.
right.
So
but also,
privately, she agreed with me. She thought
yeah.
Giselle would be seen first with a guy. So
But it wasn't about just being seen. So there are two sides of it. So one is who's going to be seen first in public with another person, and the other thing, which I did tell you, is that I believe that Giselle did not ask for a divorce when she was just not seeing anyone. I believe she was seeing someone already.
of course, yeah, of course.
So anyway, you win. And so now you get the Jets jersey. So happy? You won.
Oh, that was my prize. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, that's nice.
Okay. Any other bets
All
you want
righty.
to do?
So, guys, thank you so much. I really enjoyed tonight. Again, apologies for the late start, but we will definitely get these things worked out. I'm going to write to ECAM and tell them, listen, mofos, get this fixed. So,
Yeah.
so look for the rules. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to start posting the rules and everything to the tournament again and all that. And man,
Yeah, maybe
I'm so excited about this. So
right. Maybe you want to summarize. I don't know if anybody just joined or whatever. Just quickly
okay,
say
so
like
one
again.
more time, if you want to be in the quarterback tournament, the winner gets a brand new Xbox Series S,
Loaded
and
with.
loaded with all Von Allen sports stuff. Well, and not loaded because I won't be able to turn it on. They're going to have to fill it, but it will a memory stick that you will be able to load it with. It's formatted
Or
for
so.
Xbox.
Right.
Yeah. So with all the Von Allen sports archives and everything on it, as well as a custom graphic based on however your favorite team that you want. So
To
you have to be a
participate.
member to enter. So
Right.
Join. The link to join the Empire is at the top of the chat there. It's also in the description. Depending on what level number you are, is how many entries you get. Okay, so level 1, 1, level 2, 2, level 3, 3, and so on. I cannot wait until Friday to start this. It's going to be freaking badass. But if you guys do me a favor, can you make sure? Please do this. Check. Don't assume that it's like this. There's been a big problem lately with the subscription button. If you are already subscribed, go and make sure that the button, the bell, is solid. Okay? Make sure it's filled in. I don't like how they do this. Okay? Because depending on if you use the dark mode or light mode, the bell could either be black or white, depending on which one it is. So check it. Make sure it's filled in solid. And that way you'll be notified for anything that comes up, okay?
Yes, and yeah, it should have been a different color, like green and red.
Yeah,
or
I don't know.
whatever, but
Yeah, it should be like it goes red or whatever when it's solid, but I don't know why they didn't do that, but it's very confusing, okay? But anyway, can you guys all check and make sure that you've got it set to that? So, because I've noticed that some of my other ones don't work. So,
oh wait,
oh,
it's
Elf
over.
of Courage sends a $5 super chat and says, just let everyone know my 45th birthday's tomorrow. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elf of Courage. Happy birthday to you. 45. 45. So you are the same age as Tom freaking Brady. What a man.
Wow.
And you know what that means,
Cool.
Elf of Courage? That means that me and you would have been in high school together. You would have been a senior picking on me as a freshman. You would have been like putting my head into a locker, right? So, happy birthday, my friend. What a great way to end the night right there.
Yes.
So, absolutely.
Take a
Oh,
peek.
Donnie, look what Donnie snuck in there.
Hi, Donnie. Thank you.
Donnie's going to be happy too. I gotta contact him. He won season 3 super chat contest.
Yeah.
Donnie did. Yeah. I was going to announce it on Tuesday, but since he's here, I went ahead and told him anyway.
Nice.
But Donnie sends a $10 super chat. He says, "Happy birthday, Elf!" Absolutely. So.
Yeah, and don't forget to send us an email if you want to win. Actually, if you win and would like to get the prize, we need to know.
Yeah, if you want to get it, just make sure you give me your information. You don't have to do it right now. Just
yeah.
At some point, I need to know where to mail it. Okay. So
yeah, just send like the email, your email address. Apparently that will be sent through the email, so we'll get that. But your name and address
and your screen name.
So we know who you are.
Yeah. Also, that's actually good. That's good. So, if you want to upload a cool icon for your screen name, that's cool. I can always put it up there. I will not put anything that's just a letter, though. You know, like it's just because there's too many people have the same thing. The same when you use the letter icon, just the letter only for the name. Well, there's like anybody with a name starts with a T, for example, like Take a Pick. There's like 5 T's and 3 S's and things like that. So there's no differentiation there. So, but awesome, guys. Thank you so much, Donnie. Thank you for that $10 super chat for Elf of Courage there. Happy birthday, Elf. Thank you, all you guys. 100 shows. This is unbelievable. Please click like. I really appreciate it. You guys
Subscribe
are
and
awesome.
become a member.
Yes, Biden. My plan is to dox all of you. Doxology by Von Allen Sports. I see some of you guys have already sent an email. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. James Johnson sends a final $2 super chat.
We're not accepting anymore.
For happy 45th birthday, Elf of Courage. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. All right. So.
And to 200 more shows, right? That was
1,000 more shows.
1,000 more shows. Whoa.
1,000 more. Okay. Good night, guys. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is tennis player Mariana Dragic, and you're watching Von Allen Sports, real and honest sports analysis. Subscribe now and join the empire. Von Allen Sports, let's go!
Von Allen Sports.